I fundamentally believe for every political party, its time has to come. 10 years of Modi ji, if you are not able to bring BJP in Tamil Nadu, how will you bring? Now, BJP is expanding now. We are in the expanding phase. We are having a booth president. We are going to all parts of Tamil Nadu. We have lost a sitting general secretary of the party who was hacked to death outside his home by Islamic fundamentalist. Till now, we have lost more than 100 karyakartas. So, from the outside perspective, for people who say Tamil Nadu is a very safe state, Tamil Nadu is a state where terror exists. What the way DMK is trying to do it, they will try to make it, again, they will try to play the Delhi versus Tamil card. That is the only card left in their armory. They don't have any other thing. For them, they've created an impression of Delhi as if in Delhi some 4 or 5 robbers are sitting inside a room and they want to loot each state and take money into it. You put a shoe and a t-shirt and a jeans pant, you walk, people call that as Padayatra. I think Padayatra is not that. Padayatra should have a larger purpose, madam. It is not you are angry with Modi ji, you want to do it. You are angry with this, you want to do it. Lot of media, especially from Delhi, is focusing on the governor's speech. But we have to understand what happened before the governor's speech. The governor was made to feel unwelcome. They spoke ill of governor in the well of the house. They say the governor has added some lines to it and given his own speech. He did not add a single line of his own. This watch is something which I wanted to wear because the watch is of the Rafael cockpit. A party in power is asking a common man show the bill, which of course I am showing April, the day I start my Padayatra. I try to push some things very fast. I am not like a traditional politician who will allow things to mature. I want to put more firewood and cook faster. But right or wrong, that is my style, madam.
Namaste, Jai Hind. Welcome to another edition of ANI Podcast with Smita Prakash. Today my guest is Annamalai Kuppuswamy, the state president of the BJP in the southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu. Annamalai hails from the Karur district in Kongu region of Tamil Nadu. He's an engineer, holds a master's degree in business administration from the Indian Institute of Management, and then became a police officer in 2011. Not content with a successful 8-year stint in the Indian Police Service, Annamalai joined the BJP in 2020, and within a year, he was appointed the president of the state unit. Annamalai ji, you are emerging as one of the sharpest young politicians in the country. Whenever somebody talks about young politicians who are going to matter by 2024, your name is taken in that. In the South, the BJP has not really managed to make much inroads over the past several decades since its existence. You are seen as this white ray of hope by your party in Tamil Nadu. So what is it that is your brief and what are you expected to deliver in Tamil Nadu?
Thank you so much, madam, for having me in your podcast show. I fundamentally believe for every political party, its time has to come. Whatever we push and pull, certain conducive factors has to be there for a political party to emerge. If you look at Tamil Nadu, for a long time, we had big stalwarts there. People like Jayalalitha madam, people like Karunanidhi Ayya. They're like very, very people bigger than their shoes. People who can pull crowds. People just thought they can't do any wrong. That is the kind of confidence they generated over the last 40, 50 years.
Correct.
Very importantly, Dr. MGR. Now, what has happened in the last 4 or 5 years, we see a lot of vacuum in Tamil Nadu. Though a lot of parties are fighting for that space. And they need a larger-than-life leader kind of. Tamil Nadu people are always used to this kind of an impression. You need a larger-than-life leader. So now our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji exactly fits into that role. 9 years into governance. All the central government schemes are reaching that maturity level. People are seeing in their own eyes the transformation. Tamil people generally, it takes a little bit time for them to get warmed up. If you look at Dr. MGR himself, he acted in movies for a long time. He was in DMK for a long time. Then he started a party in 1972. 5 years later, he came to power. There is no that instant hero in Tamil Nadu. They take time to warm up to you. Once they warm up, then sky is the limit. For Modi ji, people have warmed up to him. They have accepted him. They have seen him for 2 different elections now. So 2024, we fundamentally believe Modi ji is going to fill that big vacuum in Tamil Nadu. That's how I see it. The brief is very clear, madam. To spread the party. The party has to go to all parts of Tamil Nadu, 39 Lok Sabha constituencies. We have to go around everywhere. The party is traditionally strong in some parts of Tamil Nadu. We are strong in Kanyakumari, where we have produced MPs. Nilagiri we have given MPs. Coimbatore we have given MPs. Trichy we have given MPs. So now we have to spread out tier 2 cities to the village level. That is the work we are doing as of now.
See, for our viewers and our listeners who may not be very familiar with Tamil Nadu politics, this, like when you said about this larger than life, many of the people that you mentioned, they came in from the glamour world. They came in from film industry, or Karunanidhi was not exactly from film industry, but he was a poet, and he had this interaction with the crowd and all that. And everything that we see about Tamil Nadu politics is huge posters, and then people getting very emotional about their leaders and all that. Its politics is very different from the rest of the country, isn't it?
I partly agree with you, madam. It is true. We are definitely different from the rest of the country. And the initial part of Tamil Nadu, 1919, the Justice Party came to power in Tamil Nadu. Till 1947, with the British control, we had some form of a government. Post 1947, we had some of the great stalwarts in Tamil Nadu. You look at iconic statesmen, people like Rajagopalachari, people like Karmaveerar Kamaraj Raya. That was a different era and time. So those people occupied the mind space. 1965, post the Hindi agitation in Tamil Nadu, things took a sharp U-turn. Till then, it was more like Tamil Nadu was part of the national mainstream. When Rajaji was there, part of the national mainstream. Kamarajar, Ayya, part of the syndicate and very big leader. So Tamil Nadu was never far away from India. It was always connected. The schemes were coming and people were dictating up to the Delhi politics also. People sitting here were dictating Delhi politics. 1965, post the Hindi agitation and the sharp U-turn that happened, Tamil Nadu was seen from the outside as a state that is slightly away from the mainstream India in terms of politics, where it is a separate politics. It doesn't matter who's coming in Delhi. There people vote very differently. So that, a very careful political vacuum which arose after the Hindi agitation, the DMK party smartly captured it. Karunanidhi, all said and done, he was also a great person in the media industry, in the cinema industry. He wrote screenplays, very powerful dialogues for n number of movies, for which Dr. MGR acted as the hero. And the connection for them, they all came together. Annamalai, who was the first Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, the Dravidian Chief Minister in 1967, he was also a very popular writer and a speaker. So from then onwards, it is one after the other. It is Karunanidhi, then Dr. MGR, then Jayalalitha. It is like that it is going. But we all have to understand, madam, when larger than life leaders, the shelf life, once it is over, it's a matter of time. For them, the parties go through some sort of a struggle because the next leader can't match up to their standard. And nobody could match up to Kalangar's standard. Nobody could match up to Dr. MGR's standard. But Jayalalitha madam came up because she was also came up the hard way. Now in the current field, I don't see any larger than life leader in Tamil Nadu who will occupy that mind space. And people simply will blindly trust them. He cannot do any wrong. That is the kind of image people had for them. So in this space, the politics is going to be very, very different, ma'am. Not the old style of politics now.
While I'll agree with you that, the larger than life figures era might be over as far as Tamil Nadu politics is concerned. And you are saying that it's Modi ji. Even I'll come to the language issue later in the podcast. But when we are talking about larger than life figures, it was said when Karunanidhi passed away, when he is different, that era is over, his progeny will never be able to have that kind of. But then Stalin won. And he's there. And he didn't have that kind of an image. He didn't have that kind of a fan following. But he won. How come he managed to capture that?
Tamil Nadu, generally when parties come to power, ma'am, you see a sweep. Lok Sabha elections also, you see one-sided sweep that normally happens in Tamil Nadu. Previously, when you see this kind of a transition between DMK and ADMK in each of the election in a 5-year cycle, you see a good number of seats, 140, 150, 170, up to 182. We have a 234-member assembly. And this election was the most closely fought election. DMK came to the election with a 12-party alliance. The net difference between the DMK alliance and the ADMK alliance was a matter of 2.1% total vote share. And the 45 seats which the ADMK alliance lost, if you count the margin, it is 2.4 lakh. So if you do a very nuanced analysis of Tamil Nadu politics, it is all becoming very closer. Parties are vying for that space. And this itself is a sign that you will not see a sweep anymore in Tamil Nadu. Like Jayalalitha sweep, Karunanidhi sweep, MGR sweep, that was the Lok Sabha and Assembly performance. So 2024 has given a very clear indication. DMK, despite 10 years out of power, 10 years they were in power. And 2019, they had a big sweep because they were able to generate some sort of a wave in Tamil Nadu. 2021 was very close, very, very close. As I said, the numbers, if you look at it, very close, ma'am. So I would say that clearly points to a new emerging trend that people will see politician as a politician. They will see who you are, what you are speaking, what are the other parties and everything. And they will not blindly trust you. Okay, 10 years, Jayalalitha is out of power, please give her a chance. That was the old time. And Tamil politics also, ma'am, traditionally, the opposition parties never play a big role in Tamil Nadu. 4 years, they keep quiet. Fifth year, they emerge, they issue some paper statements. They do 2-3 protests before the election, they sweep. So that is also Tamil Nadu will not see. That was the trend for the last 30-40 years. You will not see an aggressive opposition in Tamil Nadu. You haven't seen for a long time.
So this splintering of votes that you're talking about, or the splintering of loyalty, maybe, towards the political party, if that is happening since 2019, so you are going to change that trend. You, in the sense, the BJP has decided to take advantage of that splintering and not wait till the next election. Isn't that what it...
And the way I look at it is, for a party to go, we have to have a very clear presence in the grassroots, madam. That is very important. We have about 68,000 booths. You got to have a very strong presence in those booths. BJP is expanding now. We are in the expanding phase. We are having a booth president. We are going to all parts of Tamil Nadu. Till then, it was always a problem. For BJP, when these two major leaders were there, you never got people for the booths because people are addicted to some sort of a political phenomena. For the first time, we are seeing our booths getting filled, our president's slot getting filled. So it is more on the expansion side. The second problem for BJP to immediately fill up the gap per se is, you are taking on an MLA contestant from the BJP who's a 5-time MLA. Invariably in ADMK, when you see, it is all 5-time, 4-time, 6-time MLAs who are there now. DMK also the same thing, where there are matured politicians and 30-40 years they are in politics. For BJP, we are seeing a lot of first generation, young, dynamic people getting into politics through BJP. This is the trend we are seeing in the last 2-3 years. Okay. So I would say 2026 would be a marker. 2024, you will see BJP emerging in Tamil Nadu, where we will send a huge number of MPs to Delhi. Because that election is going to be, Modi ji is going to come back as India's Prime Minister. How much is Tamil Nadu going to contribute? So we see a clear wave for Modi ji in 2024.
So what's your immediate goal, 2024 or 2026?
2024, the immediate goal is to make sure the party is strong enough to capture this wave. A wave gets generated, ma'am. To translate that into votes, we got to have booth level presence.
So you have a wave right now, you think?
I see a wave, madam. I see a wave, clear pro-Modi wave, unlike last time in 2019 where they generated. Because Kasi Tamil Sangamam, one after the other, when you see what Modi ji has done, if I can speak very elaborately about it, Modi ji is seen as an insider. In fact, if you look at the Tamil news for the last 1 month, somebody has started a rumor that Modi ji is contesting from Tamil Nadu, one of the seat. Everywhere you go, people ask. 2 days back, I was in a tea shop in Thoothukudi. I was having a tea in a tea shop. The Anna asked me, Anna, is it sure Modi ji will contest? So this has become a talking point.
Contest from Tamil Nadu?
From Ramanathapuram is what the rumors say. So people have picked up that rumors. Medias have written columns about it. Varanasi and Ramanathapuram, Modi ji is connecting. It is all a rumor. But people are commenting. People are talking. People want Modi ji to contest. That itself is a sign. This and many other things. That Modi ji is seen as an insider in Tamil Nadu, not anymore an outsider from distant part of India.
No, that's something which is an anomaly, no? Because in Tamil Nadu, there is this whole, what is your identity? Is it a Tamil identity or a national identity? That becomes very important. They've never tolerated outsiders, Tamil Nadu politics. I don't mean it as a criticism, but I'm saying that's the truth. That you've not seen, anybody coming in from outside and contesting an election in Tamil Nadu, isn't it?
That's partly true, madam, because a lot of Tamil-based identity, caste identity, local Dravidian identity, a lot of things goes into people deciding in their mind whom they want to vote. But since Modi ji has transcended everything, probably I think is probably the first outsider outside Tamil Nadu. Yeah. Nobody has done it.
Even Indira Gandhi, as a second seat, she picked up from Andhra Pradesh, she picked up from Karnataka when she wanted to. Sonia Gandhi picked up from Karnataka. Rahul Gandhi has gone to Kerala. Nobody is daring to go to Tamil Nadu.
That is why I was very confident now when I say this, ma'am. If you look at the current news space, this has become a talking point. That itself is a sign that Modi ji has transcended everything. So 2024 would be a very different election.
So you think that, but see, it's a state election. The BJP did this even in Bengal. They had, they said that Modi magic is so strong. It was strong in 2019 in the sense that the vote share became very big in West Bengal. It's become the second largest party after the TMC. They did that, but state election is all about state leaders. How can Modi ji get...
I agree with you, madam. Modi ji can generate that wave for you. It is very important the state leadership and the candidates who are there, they are in that correct mind frame. You should reflect the qualities of Modi ji. For example, if you're talking of a state election, it's very important the candidate selection is perfectly bang on, ma'am. You put correct candidates, all the social engineering, whatever you want to do, but more importantly, the candidate should reflect the qualities of the Honorable Prime Minister. The party should set a correct narrative and go. For example, Modi ji, how is Modi ji seen in Tamil Nadu? Modi ji is seen as a development person. Modi ji is seen as a unifier. Modi ji is seen as the first person, probably the Prime Minister or whichever person, President, whichever higher constitutional position you take, the first guy who took effort to reach out to Tamil people consistently in the last 8 years, 10 years, even when he was Gujarat CM. This is the image of Modi ji. The party has to reflect very carefully with a very calibrated approach. When we do it, both sync. If the party takes some other narrative locally in Tamil Nadu, then we will have a problem. The Modi ji's magic translating into votes is an art, ma'am. That we have to do the hard work. Modi ji can create that wave for you. As I said in 2024, we see a wave. But important thing in the next 16, 18 months, we are working like a war now. Put people in the booth, make sure they know what election is, they know which house to go, whom to approach, they know which voter is voting for us, go talk to them. Make sure he's ready to vote, but get his vote to the polling box. So this is something which we have to do, which Modi ji can't do for us as a Prime Minister.
I get that. But, you know, the BJP has traditionally always worked with an ally in Tamil Nadu, right? Whether it was Vajpayee ji, he had very good relations with Jayalalitha ji, and then even Modi ji had very good relations with Jayalalitha ji. So it's always worked through via media, if I may say. Now, you are making this, in all your speeches and in all your public interactions, it's the BJP. You don't talk about allies. You're talking about an identity creation of the BJP, an identity creation of Modi ji. In your speeches, in your interaction now also, it's only BJP, no ally.
I keep telling this in Tamil Nadu also, madam. We are not against any party per se. There are respectable alliance leaders, alliance parties. At the same time, we are very clear, BJP has to become strong. It's not an alliance of convenience like what DMK does with 12 parties, caste parties and everything. Here it is alliance of respect. Though we and ADMK, officially we have a lot of disagreements on many issues, officially. Language issue, we want a 3-language formula to be taken up. They want a 2-language formula. They oppose the new education policy. We want the new education policy to come. So a lot of policy issues as a party we differ. But since it is based on a certain principle, we align together. ADMK also respects it. So I keep telling this, BJP has to have an identity of its own in Tamil Nadu. This is the time when Modi ji's image is all-time high. When we go to rural area, it is no more a house, it is Modi house. It is no more a money, it is Modi Panam. People have already started talking. As a politician, as a BJP Karyakarta, my job is to connect it properly, to translate that into votes. So once we do that, the alliance parties will also start respecting us. It is not that they don't respect us. But we believe even when we sit in an alliance, we should sit with strength. That is our belief. You sit with respect, sit with strength, so that you do politics there. Not because they wanted to give you some seats, 5 seats or 7 seats or whatever it is. You contest on their back. This is something we want to change the public impression also. Public have somehow got this impression in their head that this alliance, this party is very strong, this party is not very strong. We want to break that. That is why in the recent local body polls, we contested alone. We want to put the party under stress test. We want to see where this party is going. Can we put 13,000 candidates? Do you have the ability to put 13,000 candidates? First time after many, many years, our Karyakartas were doing their booth work full time. Because normally when you have an alliance in Lok Sabha and Assembly, the bulk of the election load is taken by the alliance parties because they have an established structure. So BJP never had the opportunity to learn politics at the ground level. This local body elections was a great opportunity where our people did politics. They know, first time they went to the ground level, they had a notebook, they know which house to survey, whom to talk. Then they came back and said, oh, Modi ji's image is great, great, great. I've been telling this for a long time. His image is fantastic in Tamil Nadu. Only thing is we have to do that connection and make sure that translates into votes.
We're always told that language is a big issue in Tamil Nadu. Language identity is very big, which is true. Tamil language evokes very, very strong sentiments. And this has been the case for decades. Why is it that doesn't work when it comes to Modi ji? He speaks in Hindi. He doesn't speak in Tamil. Why is it that you think that there is a connect that the people have with Mr. Modi in spite of language being an issue? Or language not the same, not an issue, but...
The two things to it, ma'am. It could also be seen as, if you take 2019 as a barometer, 2019 Lok Sabha as a barometer, 2014 when Modi ji contested for the first time for the Prime Minister post, Tamil Nadu BJP stood alone. We formed an alliance of our own. But though we created the alliance, the other parties contested more seats than us because PMK contested more other parties. So there, the combined vote share of the BJP alliance was 19.3%, whole alliance. That was a historic number for us, where we were able to win one seat on our own in Kanyakumari also. The DMK's lowest vote share was recorded in 2014. They were at 23%. So they were only 4% more than our alliance. Ma'am. This clearly shows when 2014 the whole country was like, oh, Modi ji is coming, Modi ji is going to change and we want to go for Modi ji. That wave was in Tamil Nadu in 2014. Else you will not get 19.3% on one Lok Sabha seat contesting alone with a like-minded small three parties there. 2019, what happened? The DMK was very clear. From 2017 onwards, they run multiple TV channels, they run papers and everything, they run radio channels all as a party, as members belonging to that party. They carefully set a narrative from 2017, the anti-Modi wave, which they claimed, go back Modi on Twitter, which they organized. They created an impression that the Jallikattu, this, that, everything though we brought, but they created an impression that BJP did not bring. BJP was not careful for the Tamil sentiment. Now, last time when Modi ji visited Tamil Nadu, madam, last time when he visited Madurai, the Vanakkam Modi, just to give you a number, how it has changed now, Vanakkam Modi, Vanakkam in Tamil Nadu means welcome Modi. In a historic India's record, the Prime Minister hasn't got, or any political party hasn't got a Twitter trend that is 14 lakh for a day. So PM got Vanakkam Modi for 14 lakh. The Go Back Modi was around 70,000. Now you see a very clear shift in public perception that once we have been fooled by a very calibrated, very networked, a proper, structured negative communication. Now people are thinking, don't want to get fooled now. That is the thing that is working now. So 2019, I'm always telling ma'am, it is a very artificial kind of election in Tamil Nadu. And 2014 also we have to understand why BJP could not win more despite getting 19%. Jayalalitha madam made it an election between Jayalalitha versus Modi ji. She called it lady versus Modi. She said, it is me or Modi ji. So they gave an impression as if a Tamilian is going to become a deputy prime minister. So they created an impression. So people naturally thought, okay, there is a chance for Jayalalitha to go up to Delhi, and they had an impression now. 2019, they kind of created an impression that when the whole of India believed Modi ji is going to come, it gave a historic mandate. But Tamil people, they created an impression that Congress is going to come. They created an impression. It is all an impression. That is our only worry. The party, the structuring that we are doing is we don't want, because we don't have a TV, we don't have a paper, we don't have a very organized communicative approach. We are also getting used to that. Okay, how to break it, how to break that narrative. When the TV runs stories after stories from morning till evening, you have a big Sun TV, you have a Sun News, you have a Kalaignar TV, all big TRP channels owned by the family per se. Then you have Dinakaran paper, you have Murasoli, again owned by them. Then you have multiple radio channels owned by the Maran's family. So people got bombarded by everywhere you see, they're getting bombarded with this theory. Now, with a lot of calibrative approach, we are breaking it. We got good amount of proper influences in the ground level. Who tell this story? No, this is false. This is not happening. So that took a lot of effort. So it is more like a green shoot, madam. What happened in the local body polls was a green shoot, where BJP's vote share in the contested area was about 8.5%. That was a green shoot in a local body poll. That happened 6 months after DMK coming to power. So we are very confident. This was the problem in 2019. We know what was the problem. That is why you see the current politics of DMK, madam. Whenever they get into the back foot, immediately they make it north versus south. Immediately they make it center versus state. Now they have taken governor as more like a mascot for Delhi. They want to make it governor versus DMK, meaning Delhi versus DMK. So DMK tries to play this game very carefully because they know they can't win on development politics. They are trying to again reignite that passion and pride, whatever they have been doing for a long time.
Two topics, Annamalai ji. One is about the communication, and two is about the governor issue. I'm going to come to the governor issue later, but first let me talk about the communication thing. It will seem a little strange for people who don't know much about Tamil Nadu politics, because mostly people think that BJP's communication management is probably leaps and bounds beyond anybody else. I mean, any political party you talk to, whether it is the Congress or whether it is the TMC, they'll all say all channels are only speak about Modi ji, only talk about BJP, everybody is Godi media, it's only the BJP. But what you are saying in Tamil Nadu, it is completely different. But why is it then that, or you don't want to play that same game? Like you're saying that the other political parties have their own TV channels, but you don't want to bring out your own TV channel, is it, the BJP?
I think the party is very clear, madam. Ideology party doesn't want a TV channel to propagate what it is doing. Instead, they expect the Karyakartas to go and do the hard work, meet people, because it's a fade they can create for 5 years, but this can never be a permanent thing. So the party has always taken a call. You go and do the hard work. What is expected of Karyakarta? Let us not get into businesses which we are not supposed to get into it. So Tamil Nadu, though our cadres every time a senior leader from Delhi comes, even to the Prime Minister also, some of our party members have said, sir, we want to start a TV channel. To Amit Shah ji, whenever he comes, they keep telling you, give us a TV channel. But they are very clear that political party is not here to win every race and say that every day I'm doing right, every day push narrative. That is never a role of a political party. It is to have that people connect. So they say we expect you to do that people connect. You go to house, sit there, be one among the people, start talking to them, then things will change. And TV channel is just a figment of imagination where people say you have a TV channel, you win. But the problem, madam, in Tamil Nadu, more than a TV channel, it is the carefully constructed negative news, fake narratives in Tamil. For example, a Sun TV channel would play some news from UP now, because now UP are the favorite for them, UP and MP. Something happens in UP, they pick that UP thing, they put it. You see the Yogi ji government, this is happening in UP. That has got nothing to do with Tamil Nadu politics. That news has got nothing to do with Yogi ji government also. It is some strange issue somewhere. So cow got transported somewhere, some vigilante fight between two different groups, not connected to government. Government would have taken action also. Now the new thing is they play it out in wherever DMK party is in power. The same thing should not happen in Tamil Nadu. So be very careful. So then they take a 7 o'clock debate. They put it. First time I see very funnily, the debate is happening for issues outside Tamil Nadu. They pick up news from across India where there's that. You must have seen very recently during the Gujarat polls, one of the family party was carrying a live kit in Gujarat. They were carrying a live kit in Tamil areas of Gujarat. They are meeting Tamil people to say, do you like Dravidian model of development or do you like Modi model of development? In the live, all 100%, they were saying it is Modi model of development in Gujarat. Tamil guys living there. They didn't know what to do to cut it also. Then the anchor was trying to come in, which became a troll material. Now this is something, because since they are ruling party now, for what was working for them, madam, when we were in opposition for 10 years, for DMK, everything was anti-Delhi, anti-center, anti-Modi. Now, since they are ruling party, people are angry with them. They didn't want to project anything within Tamil Nadu. So, first time they're coming outside Tamil Nadu, picking up a Gujarat or picking up a UP, trying to play it sentimentally. This is a new trend.
So, there is the BJP model, which they are saying is not working, as compared to the Tamil Nadu model, which is working.
You're right, madam. They want to do that comparison and bring that fake narrative inside. Because every 5 years they change that strategy.
So since the BJP doesn't have a TV channel of its own in Tamil Nadu, you're saying that Twitter trends will work for you as far as narrative building is concerned?
Twitter is a small part of a public discourse. I just gave that number to tell you how things have changed. But with Twitter, nobody is going to win an election. With Facebook, nobody is going to win an election. YouTube. But what I'm trying to say, ma'am, like I said, we have to spread and have presence in 68,000 booths. That is what we tell people.
Is that your brief as state president?
Yes, madam. To grow organizationally, to put roots, be present everywhere. What happens when many a times somebody in some house, in some village is willing to vote. You don't have an organizational presence. The traditional parties, they do a transportation for them for elections also. Where they get that 5-7% extra voters, even people who want to vote for us, since we don't have an organizational presence, they convert that vote to their party because they give that last minute push to them.
Correct.
So our job is to just go around Tamil Nadu, make sure we put roots, And very importantly, madam, in Tamil Nadu, unlike other parts of India, a booth president of DMK is a booth president for 30 plus years. Next time when you come to Tamil Nadu at the ground level, when you see a booth president of DMK, he will be an old man of 74, 75 years. 30 years is the booth president. They will not change because the state party president doesn't change. It's one family. The district presidents are there for 20 to 25 years because they are the MLAs, the ministers and district president. So what happened? This guy, especially the booth president, he puts a route there. So he is the guy who helps them for daily issues. He calls the police station, he goes there, he comes there. So our BJP, we have a very different kind of politics. We want to give opportunities to everybody. Nobody is permanent in the party. We keep shifting the leaders. So our guy has got a problem, especially to Tamil Nadu politics, where those people stick. Dravidian model, the booth presidents are there for 30, 35 years. We are trying to figure out this. We have to break this also by saying that new people, once you go there, we have started a program called Illam Selvom, Ullam Velvom recently. We said each Karyakarta has to take care of 25 houses in his locality. Any problem in that house, you are the first responder like a cop. There is a rainfall issue, go there, solve it. There is a central government loan issue, go there, solve it. Don't work like a party Karyakarta, take ownership of that house. So I'm very happy to say, as of now, there are about 90,000 Karyakartas engaged in it. Each person has taken 25 houses going around. Because the only way to break that logic is our guy taking ownership of 25 houses. Because we don't have a model where every household will know he is our booth president for DMK, call that fellow, he'll fix up a bulb. But for BJP and national parties, we have this problem competing with the traditional Dravidian regional major, because sometimes you have to play our game differently also, madam. Trying to catch up doesn't work.
When you are hunting for talent, when you're hunting for this booth level, when you're hunting for district level, what is it that you're seeking? Is it youth? Is it new ideas? Or is it somebody who's established, you break away from another party? What is it that you're seeking?
Ma'am, I fundamentally believe the people who are slightly more resistant to change are people who are seeped in a particular way of Tamil Nadu politics. Many people, when I talk, they say this will not work. Larger than life image will work. So those people have seen Dravidian politics for 30, 40 years. The first timer, the second timer is willing to change. 18 plus, still about 45 guys is willing to change, willing to experiment. So those are the guys coming to BJP in a big way. At the same time, the party, we are admitting outsiders also in a big way. The party has to expand. There's no other way you have to bring outsiders. But at the same time, ideologically, when a party from a 6%, 7%, you have an ambition to go to 25%, because you have to jump 4 times. Likely meaning you have to bring outsiders in more number. When the internal gelling is not happening, we see a lot of places it creates artificial friction. Then people go out once you lose an election. People don't stay for the long term. So it's a big laboratory experiment that is happening. We are bringing outsiders in a big way. We are pushing youth also, giving them positions of importance. Same time doing simultaneously manpower training, simultaneously getting them to mature much faster. Because every day we tell them, you are competing with a 5-time MLA. Any of our aspirant, I tell them, you are competing with a 5-time ADMK MLA or a DMK MLA who is there for 30 years in the constituency. He has got face value. He has done work as a minister. Now, unless you do something different, we will not have a chance. Modiji's image is great. Wave is there. Modiji will bring you 50-60% of votes. The rest 30-40%, we have to get it. By our face, the party symbol and everything. So wish poor people be more like a social worker. Political party is okay. Karyakarta is okay. That is why the 25 houses theory, we want them to go mingle with the house and start behaving like a social worker.
So you were talking about the messaging. So the messaging for a long time has been that the BJP is an anti-Dravidian party. Now, if that continuously is hammered, at times that message must be sticking. You know, I'll tell you, recently, the Hindu newspaper's editor Malini Parthasarthi, she did a Twitter poll in which, you know, it was asked what is more important. They said that this more than 50%, I think, votes went for that the Tamil identity is stronger than the national identity. Now, that's a pretty strong thing. It is probably, you'll see that in Bengal and you'll see that in Tamil Nadu, which is happening. And the BJP is seen as a party that is trying to break that. So where are you, or do you want to break that? What is it? Is it a wrong perception?
This poll, madam, if it has happened 10 years before, probably would have seen 80-20. Now we are seeing 60-40 or 55-45. That shows things are progressing. Maybe 1970 would have been 95-5 or something like that, madam. So I see this poll as a very a barometer which is showing that ground is shifting. Once you cross 50-55, then we would call national parties era. So in a way, I partly agree with you, madam, that this poll is indicating something. Ground is shifting. 2019, if you had done the poll with all the center, anti-Modi, whatever DMK was generating, it would have been different, ma'am.
How long does it take, Annamalai, for an anti-BJP, anti-India?
Ma'am, I call myself a dark Dravidian.
Okay.
I call myself a dark Dravidian. The media people ask me, sir, you are dark, that is visible. But calling you a Dravidian, how do you substantiate? I said, look, it's a land of Pancha Dravida. If you look at the old literature, we call Pancha Dravida. Pancha Dravida right up to Gujarat, the current Pakistan, Pancha Dravida. What happened? These fellows, a landmass of Dravidian was converted to a culture, converted to a people, converted to a boundary. Before 1956, what do we call as Tamil Nadu, madam? It was the Madras presidency going all the way to Orissa, going all the way to Maharashtra. Mysore, this way we have cut and we have come. So it was a combination of many culture and many things before 1956. Even Madras, the name itself has come from a Telugu ruler. Even if you go to Chennai now, people say a good number of population in a very higher side, they speak Telugu origin. The erstwhile people settled in Madras. Now, this is a new theory they have started from 1956 calling this boundary. In Tamil movie, we have this Vadivela movie. You don't cross this line, I don't cross this line. The kota tandi nee varakudadu, nanu varamantan. They say after this line,
you can't come and I won't go. No, I won't
cross.
I
won't cross this line, but you don't come inside this line.
Okay.
Now this is DMK style. This line is Dravidian line.
The geographical
boundary. Which is never the case. This is something they have given a narrative to it in the last 30, 40, 50 years. They say now Dravidian means which is a shrinking area inside Tamil Nadu. Moment you cross Tamil Nadu border, which was a erstwhile Madras presidency, where our Cheras, Cholas and Pandyas ruled, where our great kings went, where people still have relations settled the other side of the border. This is something which I say, look, I am also a Dravidian by this logic of landmass. And I am a 6th, 7th generation born this person, a farmer. So this is very important for Tamil Nadu because we also have to speak a language which people understand. And moment Dravidian we get into this race and culture and boundary, then it becomes very tough, madam. Secondly, the second part also, madam, BJP very conveniently they make it a Delhi-centric party. Or a regional party, for them the first branding they do is a Delhi-centric party. If a Delhi-centric party comes to power, their interests are always towards Delhi, not towards Tamil Nadu. For them, they've created an impression of Delhi as if in Delhi some 4 or 5 robbers are sitting inside a room and they want to loot each state and take money into it. They don't understand Modi ji has come from Gujarat, an outsider in pure terms, coming to Delhi because it is an administrative capital. In the people's mind, Delhi is made as if it is some robber barons are sitting in Delhi. They will loot Tamil Nadu, take our resources. If you go to a village, that is an impression. So for us, the problem, ma'am, simultaneously we got to grow the party, strengthen the organization, break the narrative, set correct narratives. We all have to do it simultaneously to get that win.
But there were two prime ministers from Dravidian states, if I may say, call them that. I mean, there was Deve Gowda and there was Narasimha Rao. They were there. NTR played a major role in national politics at one point of time, getting the Janata Party together and the whole front together, opposition. So it's not as if Dravidian leaders have not paid, but somehow Tamil Nadu gets very angry with it. And that sentiment has been taken over by Rahul Gandhi when he said in the parliament also that the BJP will never be able to, he pointed out that from Bengal to Orissa to Tamil Nadu to Kerala and even at one point of time Karnataka, you will not be able to even enter this region, he said. Talking about regional leaders in these parties, in these states who are going to prevent the BJP storming lower than the cow belt area, which is called.
Yes, in the parliament. But I welcomed Rahul's statement in the sense I said, only if you say things will happen ulta in Indian politics. Whatever you have said, it has happened ulta. I said for BJP to come to power, it is important Rahul Gandhi should have said that statement because he said it without understanding Tamil Nadu politics. A state, maybe for his grandmother and a great-grandfather in the initial time, when the power transition was happening from Britain to India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru asked Rajaji, Chakravarti Rajagopalacharyji, How should we shift this power? How should we give a narrative that power is getting shifted? And Rajaji gave an idea. In Tamil kings used to carry the sengol, scepter. I will make a scepter in Tamil Nadu, bring it to Delhi. We will give it to Mountbatten. So he will give that scepter to you, we will collect it, and we will show there is a transfer of power. Technically, the transfer of power happened in photograph wise. The scepter was made in an Adinam in Tamil Nadu, a Shaivite Adinam in Tamil Nadu, it came. We can keep giving lot of connections, madam, right up to Kamarajar. Now he has to understand Tamil Nadu was always a land that favored nationalism. Because you see, ma'am, a state that far across from the epicenter of what is happening in Indian politics, the Delhi and Mumbai and other things, the quality of freedom fighters it gave. It is like far beyond a state that is in the hinterland of India. Far beyond. It has always got that. It has always got that. Now he has to understand Tamil Nadu has behaved in a very different way because it is people like that who chose to do politics inside Tamil Nadu. Even I've seen Congress inside Tamil Nadu. They speak a Dravidian DMK's language. For example, NEET. Congress party opposes NEET in Tamil Nadu. Congress party opposes new education policy in Tamil Nadu. Whatever DMK says, Congress says it. That is why I call Congress in Tamil Nadu as DMK's B team. Because ideologically, they don't have a different stand, madam. It is very unfortunate. Rahul Gandhi ji somehow believes it is by parroting this statement, Congress has got a life support in Tamil Nadu. But we chose to see it some other way, that we have to just regain the glory, get that narrative right. Moment we get it going, it's a matter of time Tamil Nadu will get into the national mainstream.
But Congress has never had an issue being the B team of the DMK, isn't it? I mean, never in the sense I'm talking about 15 years now. They don't have a problem being B team.
Because they're not ambitious, madam. They don't have a problem. In the sense, ambitious in the sense, for any political party, the reason for its existence is to come to power. BJP in Tamil Nadu, we are very clear. The party has to come to power. Only then ideology and whatever we have to do, we can do for people. But very surprisingly, I see in Congress, for example, a senior leader like Peter Alphonse, very senior leader in Congress. He says the only person who can save India, he says, is M.K. Stalin. He doesn't say Rahul Gandhi. I questioned him, sir, you are such a senior leader in the Congress, the number 2 in the party. You are giving and talking in the press that the only person who can save India is M.K. Stalin. You have conveniently forgotten your own Rahul Gandhi. So Tamil Nadu, we see in the ground, now M.K. Stalin for them has become more superior than Rahul Gandhi, including the state president. Because they keep parroting for them, they want that bit of MLAs to show that they are existing in Tamil Nadu. And for them, I can give you an example, ma'am. 2014 when Congress was standing in some constituency, and 2019 when they aligned with DMK, their vote share tripled. Somehow they have this false notion, aligned with DMK, we will come back to power. That is what Congress is thinking.
I don't think it bothers Mr. Rahul Gandhi so much if there's a cult following for Stalin, isn't it?
I find it very funny because the way both of them behave, madam. Sri Rahul Gandhi ji wanted to start his Bharat Jodo Yatra from Kanyakumari. They have invited Stalin ji to come and flag off. Very conveniently what he did is, he called Arvind Kejriwal ji to Chennai a day before. Arvind Kejriwal ji was in Chennai a day before the start of Bharat Jodo Yatra. CM and Arvind Kejriwal ji both inaugurated a government school upgradation in Chennai. Next day he went to that program. He told them, I have some throat infection, I can't give speech and all, but I will do flag off. So very, very clearly M.K. Stalin ji plays this double game. Congress is weakening. Moment it crosses beyond that limit where it can't salvage itself, I will throw this out and align with somebody else. That is M.K. Stalin ji's calculation as of now. Congress understands this. They go overboard to catch him now. Rahul ji, he goes overboard. He understands the strategy of M.K. Stalin. He's like, M.K. Stalin is great and Tamil Nadu DMK is great. This was not Rahul Gandhi ji's stand in 2019. 2019, he never came to Tamil Nadu for canvassing, madam. I'll put it on record. 2019 canvassing, not even a single stage. Rahul ji and M.K. Stalin ji were together. He came for canvassing for Congress rally. He never stood in the same platform with M.K. Stalin ji because somehow he had this aversion that 2G scam and other things. He didn't want to align with them and other things. Now Rahul ji completely, conveniently, he has become a biggest cheerleader for M.K. Stalin, which is very unfortunate, madam.
So now tell me, 2024
madam.
Is Modi ji versus Stalin, and 2026 it's going to be Annamalai versus Stalin?
Ma'am, 2024, madam, it is going to be Modi ji and Indian people. First time we are not going to see versus in Indian politics. It is Modi ji, Indian people people are voting.
Okay, that sounds like straight from one of your...
typical
please
political
don't give
speech.
me...
No, I am not talking that, ma'am. Reason I'm telling you, madam. What stature does MK Stalin ji has got? What stature to compare to Modi ji? What stature, madam? What stature?
But if you speak to the DMK, they'll say, of course, in Tamil Nadu, Stalin has a bigger stature than Modi ji. Modi ji is in Delhi, he's in Gujarat, he's in many other states, but Tamil Nadu has a style of its own, which is Stalin.
For the DMK people, it could be. For an average Tamilian, they cannot accept this fact. You can take our Chief Minister MK Stalin ji, compare him to Modi ji and do it. That can never get it. If at all DMK is doing, that will be the single greatest gift they'll be giving to BJP Tamil Nadu. If they're doing that comparison, I think we start with 10% plus.
Well, I think even Owaisi said that when Asaduddin Owaisi was in the podcast recently. He said the same thing, that if it's going to be Modi versus somebody, then it's advantage BJP. So 2024 should not be Modi versus anybody. The opposition strategy should be that everybody fight on your own, and post-election then maybe see something. But don't fight it as Modi versus. It works to BJP's advantage. Do you think Tamil Nadu will be the same?
Tamil Nadu, what they will try and do, madam, what the way DMK is trying to do it, they will try to make it, again, they will try to play the Delhi versus Tamil card. That is the only card left in their armory. They don't have any other thing because they can't showcase their achievement. It's 20 months already. Not even 20% of poll promises are fulfilled. So the only thing they will try to rack up some emotional issue. That is the only plan they have.
Hindi will be an emotional issue.
Governor, whatever they try to do, madam. But Tamil peoples are smart enough not to make the mistake that happened in 2019 because they believed in a false narrative. This time will not happen.
So you're seeing no pushback? I mean, we are seeing it on social media. We are seeing it in conversations with Tamilians that we are having about the Hindi pushback. They are scared that, if the BJP still has that image about being a Hindi imperialist party, you don't see that pushback at all when you interact with people?
Madam, I don't see that pushback because for them the image of BJP is through the state leadership and our Karyakarta. If you go to Tamil Nadu, out among 100 people, if I ask how many people know Hindi, as state president, I don't know Hindi. Many of us don't know Hindi. We speak in English. With broken Hindi, whatever we can manage, we speak. Like a typical Tamilian who don't know Hindi, with broken Hindi, whatever negotiation we do in the airport, railway station, we come out. So they see it. And second, we are all sons of the soil. We are properly grounded. It is not that Jana Krishnamurthy ji, many Tamilians know now, a hardcore Tamilian was BJP national president. Hardcore Tamilian was BJP national president at one point of time. Now I believe, madam, there is no more this Hindi thing will work because normally when Modi ji speaks in a language, for DMK it is easy to say, see, Modi ji is speaking in Hindi, Modi ji is speaking in Hindi. Now they want Modi ji, DMK wants Modi ji to speak in Tamil, then they will say, okay, Modi ji is for Tamil Nadu. But what has happened, people have understood this stupidity. Why should he speak in Tamil? If he's doing for Tamil, till 2019 was like DMK's argument, Modi ji should speak in Tamil to prove he's for Tamil Nadu. As stupid an argument DMK kept. Now, post this Kashi Tamil Sangamam, the ground level spirit has completely changed. They are like, see this guy born in Gujarat, in Delhi, for no other state he has done something. For Tamil Nadu is doing this Kashi Tamil Sangamam. That is why they have taken the governance issue. I know, ma'am, you're getting into governor. By now, they should have taken Delhi versus Tamil Nadu. Because of Kashi Tamil Sangamam, it is governor versus Stalin.
Okay, so I am going to come, since you're going on mentioning the governor issue. It's become such a thing. The BJP, let me first talk about just the governor's issue, whether it is Delhi, whether it is Telangana, whether it is Kerala, whether it is Bengal. The governor versus an elected representative government, elected representative, which is the chief minister. It's become governor versus chief minister in many of these states. And the accusation against the BJP is that you're politicizing the role of the governor. So now let's come to Tamil Nadu, the recent fracas which happened. It was embarrassing, it was awkward, it was terrible which happened. But the lines have been drawn very strong now between the governor and the chief minister. So where do you see this going for the party?
I see a trend, madam. It is initially they used to take on Modi ji. All of them have understood taking on Modi ji, nobody is going to win in India. All these leaders whom you have mentioned have understood. Very smartly they have understood. You can't take on Modi ji. Now they have to have some ruse to take on. That ruse has become the governor. They have taken on governor now. And indirectly they want to attribute, by taking on governor, I want to convey a message. Delhi is trying to remote control and do something in my state. We are losing our identity. We are losing our this thing. So let us not happen. This is the image that they want to build. In case of Tamil Nadu, madam, coming to Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, among the many governors, different points of time we had, this governor is an outstanding professional, person born in Bihar, served in Kerala. Again got back to IB in Nagaland, governor there, came back to Tamil Nadu. You will not see a qualified person who has travelled across India, ma'am, northeast, south, Delhi, administrative capital.
Domain expertise in many.
So his vision is generally very broad vision he has got. Whenever we talk to him, we see he has got a very broad vision for the state. Now DMK somehow, they want a very pliable governor, where you give something, governor will sign. The whole thing started with NEET. NEET was the first rubbing point between the state and the governor. They said you have to sign. Governor said there is a problem. In the sense, Supreme Court has very clearly said this is a correct law. I can't go against the Supreme Court. Then they started, CM said, I will not participate in any function. I will not come for at-home reception. He did all this drama. Now it is with the President of India, madam, the NEET, whatever resolution Assembly passed. Then every four months they waited. CM was saying that outstanding governor, very good for the state. These are the words he used in the stage for 4-5 months. Then the second rubbing happened, madam, when governor used a word called Tamil Nadu Tamilagam. That was a recent fight. Governor in an informal setting to a set of audience, he said, I prefer to use Tamilagam. He never said nobody should not use Tamil Nadu. He said, I prefer to use Tamilagam. I suggest you also to consider. This is what he said. If you ask me as a person, Annamalai as a person, what do you use? I prefer to use both Tamil Nadu and Tamilagam because I've been using it for the last many years.
So those who don't understand, can you please explain the difference between the two?
Tamil Nadu. Nadu means generally a country. Nadu generally means country. India Nadu it's called. India Nadu means country. India.
Literally would be inhabitants of an area. No, Nadu is.
Nadu means country, madam, in the colloquial term.
Okay.
But Tamil Nadu means it is basically the land of Tamils. If I can do a rough translation, a place, land of Tamils. People might carry an impression that this looks like a separate state. For an outsider to understand Tamil Nadu. Nadu means Tamil
separate
people,
country.
Tamil people, we call our state as Tamil Nadu. We call our country as India Nadu. So Nadu means country. Tamilagam means a place of Tamils. So this was technically nothing much. But what happened, DMK in the last 20 months, madam, couple of statements they made, I think which must have irritated the governor. One DMK MP made a statement. The conditions that existed in 1965 for demanding a separate state are existing even now. I am warning central government. This is one DMK MP. CM was sitting in the stage. Then one DMK spokesperson, he said, Tamil Nadu is always separate. It will be separate. Or DMK official spokesperson. So we have met governor. We have given memorandum to the governor saying this MP should be disqualified because he is going against the oath of the Indian constitution. Different times. So DMK, the moment the chief minister took power, he started using a word called Ondri Arasu. Again, Ondri Arasu means how India was formed. The DMK believes India was formed by the American way, where all states got together and formed a country. So he says Ondriyam. We are like, no, it is never Ondriyam. India is always a Madhya Arasu, meaning a central government, where state never fused together and formed a country. Country was there. 1956, we divided based on the boundaries were divided based on the language we speak. It is not that we fused together to become India. So this also has irritated governor when on record he has said that he doesn't prefer the word called Ondriyam. Ondriyam gives a feeling as if it's a subunit of something. It has to be Madhya. So there are some nuanced politics behind this Tamil Nadu Tamilagam. So governor suggested you please consider Tamilagam as a word. It was suggestion, madam. He never imposed anything. He never said Tamil Nadu is wrong also. He said this is the connotation. Maharashtra, you have a word called Rashtra. Rajasthan, you have Tan, Rajasthan. Telugu, Desam you have. Everything gives some kind of a connotation. Tamil Nadu. But since DMK is not yet clear till now, the CM hasn't come on record and say, Tamil Nadu is part of India. We all are together. There is nothing called separation, nothing called this, nothing. Chief Minister hasn't clarified till now for whatever his MPs have spoken. That's a different matter, madam. For me, Tamil Nadu and Tamilagam are same. I don't see any difference in it because I understand the spirit behind it. The governor's thing was more to the people who believe Tamil Nadu is separate. The third confrontation recent is the assembly one. When the governor was invited, he went there. Even before he started speaking, a lot of media, especially from Delhi, is focusing on the governor's speech. But we have to understand what happened before the governor's speech. When the governor was about to talk, except the DMK, all their alliance parties, they rushed to the well of the house. They spoke ill of governor in the well of the house. They said you have to apologize for Tamil Nadu, Tamilagam. And you have mentioned Tamilagam, which we don't agree. And the speaker allowed them to come close to the governor. If you look at the image, ma'am, the governor is with the mic. They are almost 2 feet away from the governor. They were shouting. It was allowed for full 4.5 minutes. Then speaker very reluctantly, the marshals were called. All the people are pushed out. The CM was sitting in the first row with hands folded, watching this in front of his eyes. All his alliance partners, Congress did Gero, thrown out. Not thrown out. After 4.5 minutes, they walked out. The VCK, DMK's alliance partner. Communist Party, DMK's alliance partner. Then the governor was allowed to start the speech. You have to understand that context, ma'am. It was very tense environment. The governor was made to feel unwelcome. If you look at the images of what happened, the moments before the governor spoke, the speaker sitting in his chair, not even condemning the member, standing up and saying, all of you keep quiet or get out. Because the governor's address, the rule is very clear, ma'am. Nobody can interpret. This is much different from the other days of the house where members interpret. In governor's address, it's very clear people can't interpret because immediately the punishment is much more severe by throwing you out, by suspending you for more time. In other times, interruption can be called as fundamental right to speech. But here it is not that. Then the governor started a speech. Governor gave a speech. Then the governor was waiting for the national anthem to play. Once the national anthem plays, the governor's speech is complete, the governor will walk out. They didn't put the national anthem. I don't know, purposefully. Then the CM suddenly stood up. He passed a resolution saying, whatever the governor has spoken today, it will not go into the assembly's record. First time in Tamil Nadu's history. Then immediately the governor walked off. Now DMK is setting two narratives in this. One, they say the governor insulted the national anthem. The governor never insulted the national anthem. They insulted the national anthem by not allowing the national anthem to play. And CM, he broke the complete decorum of the house by speaking something out of context in front of governor, saying that whatever you have spoken will not go into records. Thirdly, they say the governor has added some lines to it and given his own speech. Never, madam. The governor, it is true, he hasn't used certain words the DMK has given. But he did not add a single line of his own. Single line of his own. For example, which I completely believe what governor did is right. In one place they say, what governor omitted. The Tamil fishermen who are arrested in Sri Lanka, they got repatriated back only by the efforts of Tamil Nadu government. This is the line. The governor added, due to the efforts of Tamil Nadu government and central government. What is wrong in it? In case the governor hasn't added central government, the governor is doing a constitutional disservice, which means he is himself admitting the state government can take control of the external affairs relationship. It is central government which brought the fishermen back. Of course, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister would have written a letter to our external affairs minister. The governor, going by the constitution, added what is the constitutional's correct position. DMK is saying, no, whatever we should have given, you should have read it. The next line. They have mentioned Tamil Nadu as a state is a safe haven for peace. Just now we had an ISIS bomb blast. We had a police constable molested in a DMK function by DMK party functionary. Governor in his conscience, he said, is not going to read it. He never told it in the open. That is what we are given to understand. Because governor maintains a studied silence. He didn't read that one line. The next line they say, no, you insulted Ambedkar ji, you insulted Annamalai ji, you insulted them and all. Governor never insulted them. In that line, the Dravidian model of development was there. But it was like a political line. They said the vigor, the valor and the great march of Dravidian development model. Apparently we were given to understand, governor has said please remove this 3 adjective, vigor, valor and march. I will read the other things because I can't speak like a political person. He doesn't have a problem with reading Dravidian model of development, but the words before it, glorifying Tamil Nadu, glorifying the chief minister by adding adjectives to it, governor said, I am not reading this line. Since the state government did not agree to that, government skipped that entire para. Not even one line governor added on his own, madam. Now, any sane political observer will say what governor did is right. If governor would have said only Tamil Nadu government brought back Sri Lankan fishermen, it is against the Indian constitution. It will be against many things. And very importantly, we are finally seeing a governor in Tamil Nadu with a lot of conscience. Every governor had conscience. I am not putting anybody down, madam. But he's having a lot of conscience. He's saying, okay, I am going with you. The Council of Ministers have got superior power. I am not questioning it. But be very reasonable. Tomorrow, DMK, in the next governor's address, I have thrown them a challenge. You will add one line saying, Tamil Nadu will separate from India very soon. And you want the governor to read because you're quoting the provision of the constitution saying governor has to read whatever the Council of Ministers have prepared. That will be an absurd logic, madam.
Yeah.
The governor has to apply his mind, see it is in validity with the Indian constitution and read it. That is why the DMK in the back foot now, after the governor's issue where people are angry with them, they're trying to play this Tamilagam, Tamil Nadu only now.
So, you were talking about writing certain things and all that, but it became more than that. It became more than the speech of the governor, because then suddenly you have somebody from the party who turns around and says, go to Kashmir. And, then Omar Abdullah says, what are you trying to say? Now, Omar Abdullah is ideologically close to Stalin as compared to with BJP. He didn't like the idea that his state is being pushed as a haven for terrorism and send him, like saying send to Pakistan, send to Afghanistan, send to Kashmir. So it's become very, this cooperative federalism we keep talking about. Now it is like every unit, every entity trying to insult the other by saying these kind of things. Very ugly.
Madam, the DMK party chief, M.K. Stalin ji, our chief minister's son, Udayanidhi Stalin, during the assembly election in 2021, he made a statement. Modi ji, because of his torture, he killed Arun Jaitley ji and Sushma Swaraj ji. It's a statement given by Udayanidhi Stalin. We have given a complaint to the election commission and everything. We have given a complaint. If I recall, the DMK top leader speaking like this. I should not say this in the podcast. When Indira Gandhi madam post emergency, when she came to Tamil Nadu, she was stone pelted in Madurai. She got cut and bled. Kalaignar Karunanidhi was asked, Madam, Indira Gandhi got a blood, what do you think? I should not say this. Karunanidhi on record said, for a woman, blood is coming, what is new in that? It happens all the time. DMK as a party, it has got a rowdy image in Tamil Nadu. For a woman will never vote for DMK, always Jayalalitha, Modi ji now. The kind of utterances they do is like, you cannot even hear. Modi ji's mother gets insulted like anything. Every time Modi ji goes and meets her mother, immediately the DMK IT wing and somebody will tweet, photo opportunity, he went for photo op. All crap they will write, madam. So nothing new in the political discourse of it is. Maybe for the first time, many Delhi media has picked up. But many a time this news gets very localized. It doesn't come out of Tamil Nadu. People are saying, yaar, they are like that only, just so do, let us go to the next work. But in the same speech, what you have seen, madam, not only that fellow abused the governor, he abused my mother. It's the same speech. The same speaker, after abusing the governor, he said, how did Annamalai's mother gave birth to Annamalai? Something he said. But I am also used to their attack. Last 2 months, 2 years, I am seeing their kind of attack. It's a 40-minute speech. If you take that speech per se, that DMK person, minimum 20 FIRs you can put. Who was sitting with them? 2 MLAs. The state health minister was sitting in the stage, listening to the full 40 minutes. They walked out. Then we thought the only way we can put pressure on the Tamil Nadu police is we have to put a subtitle to that speech and take it across India. The subtitle was put by our team, our BJP IT wing. We took that speech, put a subtitle, send it to all of you in Delhi. to all the editors, we said, look, this is happening in Tamil Nadu. The police in 48 hours, it's not registering an FIR. Then once it became a big issue, it became a national issue, then people understood the context of Kashmir and what it. That is why if you see my Twitter feeds, ma'am, often I put a subtitle and post it. The only reason I want the news to go beyond Tamil Nadu for people to understand what is happening. The punishment till now, till today, is suspension from a party for some time, no FIR. If I go one step behind it, 1 week back, Madam Kanimoli was addressing a meeting in Chennai. The women police have come to give security to her DMK meeting. One fellow molested a woman police constable. Then we said, look, we have a video. We are going to release that video. You better book an FIR and take these fellows out. We know their name also. I called for a press conference. I said, Chief Minister, you do it. There are two things. One, she is a woman. Second, she is a police woman. Third, she is there for your party function. Fourth, the chief guest of the party function is your own sister. You do it. Then 24 hours, no FIR. 48 hours, we said 2 days. We are going for a dharna. After 48 hours, they booked an FIR. After 2 days, they picked that guy, took him to the police station, called that woman constable, asked her to withdraw the complaint. They did the drama. Then BJP workers went and garrowed the police station. That late night arrest happened at 3:30. I'm just giving you an inkling like this because, madam, when DMK knows it is in the last leg, it is not fighting in its ideology. Kalaignar Karunanidhi fought on an ideology. I'll give it to him. Right or wrong, that's a point of debate, madam. We can sit across the table and two leaders can fight with ideology. Annadurai fought with ideology. 1961-62, he said Tamil Nadu is going to be a separate country. Right or wrong, he mentioned it. Moment we brought a constitutional amendment, we said any political party talking of secession, the political party would be banned. Immediately Annadurai in parliament said, okay, we are not going to speak about secession, but we agree to be part of the Indian country, but the conditions still exist. We will fight for our rights. Right or wrong, madam, with those people you can sit across the table and talk. Because we have an ideological differing view, conversations can happen. But current DMK dispensation, without the intellectual brain of a Kalaignar or Annadurai or somebody, it has become more like a Mako party where the first thing is abuse, filthy language, and the poor governor who wants to serve our state, first time is hearing all this. When governor, along with this madam, visited a temple in Tamil Nadu, he was not wearing a shirt because the Tamil Nadu, the Angavastram, the culture is there in temple. Immediately the DMK IT wing took that picture and put a troll. Then our IT wing had to call their IT wing fellows and said, look, if it is not stopped, it is going to get personal. Because we are not governor's PRO. We are BJP party as citizens of the state. He is our governor. Personal vilification, personal attack. The poor governor, he maintains a studied silence. At least we speak. But governor clearly believes his job is not to speak. He does his work. He travels across Tamil Nadu. He speaks. He doesn't come to media, doesn't talk why he does, what he does and everything. But somehow DMK thinks the governor not speaking means they can speak whatever they want. That is the most unfortunate part.
So these attacks on your mother, on your personal attacks, does that hurt you? Do you feel at any point of time that you didn't sign up for this when you got into politics?
My mother, let me be very frank with you, madam. My mother, they live in a village, madam. We are a farming family. My father and mother take care of the farm. We have sheep and cows there, and they have to be there for daily feeding and everything. Now, since the character assassination and personal attack on me has gone overboard, I told my mother not to stay alone. Now, she is staying in my sister's house, which is about 20 kilometers away in the city. I said, take care of mom, because I don't want her to get mentally upset. Because we are used to this in politics, they keep all kinds of things. Because my mother, when something she reads, she is not even in a position. My father studied till 10th, my mother studied till 6th class. They are proper villagers. My mother, anything story that comes about me, she is not in a position to differentiate whether it is a true news or false news. My mother, I have put her in my sister's place saying, please take care of her. Don't allow her to be alone. So these are all big losses for me. In the sense that personal space is gone, privacy is gone. Just a few days back, when the central government gave me a Z category security, which is unheard of in Indian politics, where a state president of a party in getting at a 37-year-old who's not even a panchayat member, who's not even an elected person anywhere, given a Z category security. That is the level to which Tamil Nadu politics have come. I've taken a call, I've come into this fight, and I have ideologically, it is now or never. That is my mindset. 10 years of Modi ji, if we can't do it now, we can never do it. This is my mindset. 10 years of Modi ji, if you are not able to bring BJP in Tamil Nadu, how will you bring? Because I personally believe there is no more leader who's going to come into India with Modi ji's charisma. It is like one generation Avatara Purusha he comes. This I am not saying as a Karyakarta, I am saying as an Indian citizen. He motivated me to resign my job and come. He, in the sense, I never spoke to him. He as a person. I said, my state also needs cleansing. If this guy is there when you can't do it, which time you will do? I came, I resigned something, I came and I'm doing something. But the losses are huge in the sense. Character assassination, vilification. They pull my parents, pull my father and everything. But I have to understand, madam, it is more like a Bhagavad Gita here. I keep telling, it is always on the process. Just keep doing that process without expecting the result. What I am doing, the results might come 5 years later, 10 years later for somebody, for the party leaders at that point of time. I'm okay with it. But here, I am very clear. Let me keep doing this as a party. Take leaders along with me. Not focusing too much on the result. Because you focus on the result, my mind is gone. Because this is a state, though I am very positive and very optimistic with respect to what has happened, but you are taking on very powerful forces, media, money. They know very shrewd politics, like what you correctly said. Any point of time, they can switch on emotion, switch off emotion. They can play the cards very well because they used to it for the last 60, 70 years. I'm like first-time politician, first-generation politician, 2 years into politics. Every day is learning, every day is fighting. So it's very tough. It is not very easy. But good thing is, when you have leaders like Modi ji, Amit Shah ji, Nadda ji at Delhi, who clearly understand what is Tamil Nadu. Because it's important. People sitting in Delhi should understand, madam. Our top leaders should understand. 100% backing they are giving. If it is not happening, then you will not even survive in Tamil Nadu politics. They'll just push you away and go.
Annamalai ji, you spoke about resignation and how you got into, like you decided to resign from your job. So I'm going to take you back into your past. But before that, when you're talking about getting into politics and all, I've heard about so many reasons why people get into politics, So I would want to know why you got into politics. But before that, you are an engineer, then you do MBA, then you join the police service. After UPSC, you join police service, and then you go to my home district, Karkala. And then, so now my question is, why Karkala you left? Because I remember at that time, my relatives saying, oh, we have a Singam in Karnataka now. And you leave all that and join politics. I believe even the chief minister then told you that don't do it or reconsider it. So what is it?
It's a long story, ma'am, but I will tell you, madam, since you asked this question. In civil service, when you get into government service, madam, in the Indian civil service, it's purely by fate you get a state. I don't have any connection to Karnataka. Just by choice, I got Karnataka. Tamil Nadu, there was no vacancy for me. Tamil Nadu was option number 1. Karnataka was option number 2. I went to Karnataka. I don't even know one line, one word of Karnataka or Kannada. Randomly, in Karkala, there was this Naxal activity happening at that point of time. They wanted some young SP. So there were 6 of us. Randomly, they said, you go here, you go here. I went to Karkala because the Western Ghat very beautiful. And I think the greatest blessing for me, madam, the greatest blessing for me in my life, I would say, is getting into Karkala, especially Udupi district, for my first tenure in policing. What a great people. The quality of people, God-fearing people, people who believe in Panchabhutas, people who live a life very quietly. Karkala is a small, little, sleepy town, the place you are born. Very highly cultured. So those things made me as a person. I was able to take my time, first 1 year, 8 months in Karkala's ASP. I wanted to get transferred. Maybe the first time in Karnataka's history, they wanted to retain a ASP in the same district as SP. Then I got posted as the same district as SP as promotion. Again, Karkala was in my jurisdiction. That went on for 2.5 years. Meaning for more than 4.5 years, I was in Karkala and Udupi as a public servant, madam. Then slowly I was more on the coastal side. I was in Chikmagalur because I somehow liked coastal Karnataka. The people are very different, very God-fearing. Somehow I am also a very spiritual guy. For them, spirituality is part of their daily life. You see this Bhutakola, you see this. Now Kantara has
Kantara
made it to a global stage now, madam.
Correct, yes.
But people who lived there will know how it is intrinsic part of their lives. People believe in that spirit. Then it happened to Bangalore. But somehow Bangalore, I felt it was very suffocating for me as a person. I felt it was more becoming protocol day by day, where you meet VIPs. Karkala was, you meet poor people. Somebody come to your office, they say, Anna, this land issue is a problem, come and sort it out. Anna, this issue is a problem. You felt you are one among them. Udupi was like that, Chikmagalur was like that. But Bangalore was more, I felt anybody can do this. Anybody can do this protocol. Why me? And I am not seeing the value of my work getting translated in the ground. I'm more in the air. And that was slowly churning in my head. But I never had the courage to resign. I'm a middle class boy. That monthly salary has to come for me to make that monthly budget. If I quit it, what will happen? Luckily, I got a trip to Kailash Mansarovar at that point of time. So it was a long trip. Government of India, I was a liaison officer for one of the Yatri batches. So away from cell phone for 40-50 days, up in the Himalayas. So that gave me a very crystal clear clarity that I have to do something in the grassroots by which some difference can be made. I can see visibly that somebody's life is getting changed by my work there.
And so Annamalai goes to Kailash Mansarovar. I think everybody can get the metaphor, those who understand it. Anyway, go on.
So came back, madam. I prepared my family, prepared my father, prepared my mother, prepared my wife, because we had a very young kid, 3.5, 4 years old. So I prepared everybody. It took about 3-4 months. I said, look, I don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll figure out the plan.
You got support? Middle class families, they'll say,
I didn't get...
Next month...
Wife is like, you do it.
Okay.
If it gives you happiness, you do it. I don't want you to be an unhappy policeman.
She's a non-politico.
Non-political. She's a software person.
Huh.
Father, mother is like, don't do it. Why are you risking? Father is like, what will you do after this? I said, I don't know. Let me be very frank with you. I don't know what I want. This is what I told my father. He said, take 1 to 3 years, take 5 years, 10 years, you work. Maybe you quit at 45, 50, you come out. Then normally when you quit, madam, I happened to meet somebody from the BJP party also. Again by chance, again by luck, who introduced me to this party in a very deeper level. As a policeman, you see the party from the outside. It is not that you go very deeper into it. And invariably, 10 politicians you see, 5, 6 are always bad, madam. When they come into the office, you see their other side of life also as a cop. So for me, all politicians I somehow felt are the shady characters doing deals and everything. I never had this good impression of a typical cop. In my book also I mentioned this, madam. Then I thought the introduction to the party, the orientation was very different to what I have seen this. I wanted to start an NGO, politics, what to do, which gives more impact, which will maximize what I want to do. Took about 6 months off, 8 months off, started an NGO called We the Leaders Foundation, more into skilling, organic farming. Ran it for 3-4 months. By the time after I quit, it became 1 year. The influence of these people was very strong on me that I should consider politics as an option because they can accelerate what I'm doing in an NGO much faster. That too BJP Tamil Nadu. Because those people need it. Though the We the Leaders Foundation was in Tamil Nadu, focusing on 3-4 districts, which I felt we have to make a change. So I would say many a time it is like, it's a purpose, it's a calling, madam. A lot of people ask me, I say, let me be very honest, I will not tell you lies. As if I planned, as if I approached some party, as if I sat with them, as if I resigned, as if I came. I said it will never work like that in life. It will never work. When there is a purpose, the purpose will always meet its master. When you have a purpose to do good, to make some change to people, there will be a master of the universe somewhere. Both will connect. That is how I give advice to people. So keep your purpose intact. If you want to get into politics, I ask them why. Answer why. If it is power, I say don't come. You might not get power through your life.
So for you, it is to transform people's lives or get Modi ji elected? Or both together?
For me, again, I see, madam, if Annamalai is some MLA somewhere, more important than that is Modi ji, because with him it's 100 times more faster the change will happen. So right now the goal is to get Modi ji elected again, because you want to see this transformational effect going much faster. Not because you can be that one MLA somewhere or one NGO somewhere, you can do that one place somewhere inside. But coming into politics, my mind has become much more broader now. It is like, you think you can do 100 times more than the other guy. Modi ji can do 1,000 times more than who we are. So the larger impression is to get Modi elected now, again and again.
So you were talking about, going to the grassroots level, getting talent and getting at the booth level and all. So is this Padayatra which you're planning from April one of those, the goals for one of that is
That
this
is the main
Padayatra?
goal, madam, because we are planning to start a year before the election. Those times we believe fresh talent will come in, and those will comfortably give 1 year to the party. Because when Modi ji came in 2014, we found a lot of professionals came that point of time. They all came new into politics. We want to generate the same spirit in Tamil Nadu. We are saying give 1 year. You don't like politics, it's okay. Give 1 year to Modi ji. You're from US, you want to take a break, come for 6 months to Tamil Nadu. You are working in a corporate role in Chennai, but not afraid to come into politics, come 6 months. So I believe this Padayatra would be a catalyst to kind of recharge politics at the local level, which is completely away from the traditional Tamil Nadu political mold. You need money, you need to pay 2,000 rupees for each vote, you got to have star power. We believe we can break it by this Padayatra.
But then everybody is going to say you're copying Rahul Gandhi.
Rahul Gandhi's thing, what has happened now, it has become, madam, you put a shoe and a t-shirt and a jeans pant, you walk, people call that as Padayatra. I think Padayatra is not that, madam. And Yatra is not that. I fundamentally believe it is more going, meeting people with a larger purpose. Rahul Gandhi ji, after walking this many kilometers, on one of the interview I saw, I've traveled so much across India, I haven't seen hate. Last one of interview, I haven't seen Delhi, he said, I haven't seen hate. Then why did you start the Padayatra? In Tamil Nadu, when Rahul Gandhi ji started, we said there is no hate. Why do you want to waste your time? Instead, you want to call this a walking competition, you do it. We don't have a problem. After 3,200 kilometers, he says no hate. But Padayatra should have a larger purpose, madam. It is not you are angry with Modi ji, you want to do it. You are angry with this, you want to do it. Congress party is weak, you want to do it. No, it does have a larger purpose. Here you want to redefine Tamil Nadu politics itself.
He says it is in the midst of hate, it is pyar ki dukaan. He's opening up places where love can be distributed through his Padayatra. What are you trying to distribute in your Padayatra?
It is to properly connect Modi ji, number one, madam, to all the rural audience. Second, to strengthen the grassroots. And third, to find enough number of volunteers, professionals who will give 1 year to 2024. Because 2024 is going to be a very important election. Like what you said initially. 2024 happens, 2026 will happen. So I see both are in a long journey, both are milestones, madam.
Annamalai ji, you were talking about your privacy going in a way because now you have this security which the government has given you. For those who don't know why it happened, could you just tell us that what statements of yours it was? It was about Islamic terror and it was PFI and those kind of comments that led to.
I really don't know, madam. But being an ex-cop, people target you for a n number of reasons. I don't know why it is. Why security agencies have picked up some alert, some threat. What is the intelligence input? Nobody shares with you. And in India, we are emerging as a nation, ma'am. As a nation, we are emerging, and we are. Many of us, when we put ideology first and talk very vociferously, you tend to get into wrong people's mind. It always happens. That in a state like Tamil Nadu, we have lost a sitting general secretary of the party who was hacked to death outside his home by Islamic fundamentalists. Till now, we have lost more than 100 Karyakartas, BJP as a party, at different points of time. Vellore, Kanyakumari, Coimbatore, all murdered and killed and anything. Especially because they put ideology first for what they are doing. So from the outside perspective, for people who say Tamil Nadu is a very safe state, Tamil Nadu, you don't see this law and order problems and others. Tamil Nadu is a state where terror exists. Modules are very strong. ISIS has got a very good presence. You have seen in Coimbatore now. Even before that, a wannabe truck bomber was picked up in Salem. He has already purchased a truck. He wanted to run it in a Vinayaka Chaturthi procession. He was just picked up after he purchased the truck. So no more Tamil Nadu is that state where everything is peaceful, everything is great. Tamil Nadu has become a very ideological state also, especially in the last many years. Tamil Desiyam. People want us. We have parties in Tamil Nadu who advocate a separate state as of now. They contest in elections also. We have parties like DMK who are like here and there. Then we have parties like BJP which are like strong nationalist. So Tamil Nadu has got all kinds of political characters, unlike Karnataka, existing in one state, in each alliance shifting from here to there. So it's a very complex state. In fact, when the Sri Lankan Easter bombing happened also, people say the help and the planning went from Tamil Nadu. That is why NIA picked up a lot of people from Coimbatore at that point of time. I really don't know, madam. But having said it, as a ex-cop, when somebody tells me this is an issue and this is a serious issue, my job is to listen to them and maintain that precaution
So
also.
what is your view on PFI? Should it be banned? Shouldn't it be banned? Is there scope for strong ideological parties to exist?
Now, PFI has been very consistent in the way it has been behaving over many years. In fact, I was of the opinion, since we are very close to Kerala, I keep seeing what is happening in Kerala day in and day out. It is like a free for all. They just come every month, they hack one BJP Karyakarta and RSS Karyakarta, just hack him in a broad daylight, throw him away and walk out. It is like, you just cannot see this in a civilized society. So the ban on PF is 100% right, because they have gone beyond the contours of what they were supposed to do as a social organization. They're spreading hatred, money laundering, killing. And Tamil Nadu also, PFI had a huge presence at different points of time. And that too, in a country like India, when MHA with a lot of agencies input, when they do a very meticulous study of what has happened, it is a very well-ordered ban also. But I believe banning PFI is also a warning for other elements who can take India for granted. India was previously a soft state. Before 2014, India was not a very hard state like this. Hard state in the sense we protect our borders, we protect the sovereignty of our country. 2014, soft state. Pakistan came in, ISI hit Mumbai 2009, they walked out. We never reacted anything much. It was always seen as a soft state in the world's eyes. PFI somehow got used to that India is always a soft state. Now India is a very hard state in terms of our thinking and behavior. So this new thing has changed. There are still many organizations in India like mini PFIs here and there. They also have to understand, they have to mend their ways and come into the constitutional ways of functioning.
Another regional issue which I want to talk, of course, Islamic fundamentalism is not a regional issue, but we were talking specifically in terms of Tamil Nadu. Now that, another issue is the Setu Samudram project. Can you tell me what is your objection to this, so that, those who will want me to specifically ask you about some of these projects?
I'll take a little bit time to explain, madam.
Sure.
Okay. For people, many people from across India who haven't visited Rameshwaram, who hasn't seen Ramanathapuram, Rameshwaram is not exactly the tip of Tamil Nadu. It is closer to Sri Lanka, where we have the Lord Ramanatha Swami temple. And in Ramayana, we all know the story where Lord Ram was, along with Sita Mata, when they were flying, they wanted a lingam for worship. So since they couldn't find any lingam, they sent Hanumanji to go and find a lingam and bring. Hanumanji came all the way to Kashi Vishwanath temple to find a lingam. By the time the lingam came, Sita Mata made a lingam out of sand and made Lord Ram to pray. And we see in Kashi, the lingam that has come, we see the sand lingam both present inside the Lord Ramanatha Swami temple now. This is the history. From there to go to Sri Lanka, what in English they call the Adams Bridge. In Tamil we call the Ramar Palam, meaning Ramar's Bridge. In English we call Ramasetu. In Hindi we say Ramasetu. It's a 58-kilometer landmass bridge which connects India and Sri Lanka. From the satellite image, we all have seen it. Now, when the UPA was in power, DMK was very clear. They wanted to bring a Setu Samudram project by which ships, if they have to come to Thoothukudi, they have to come to India, cross Sri Lanka, come above Sri Lanka and come to Thoothukudi. They wanted to bring a structure where the ships will come in India. Between India and Sri Lanka, it will enter, go over Ramasetu and go to Thoothukudi and other ports. They say this is important because we save a lot of money. The cargo traffic will start coming towards India. They will not move over on Sri Lanka. This is the whole idea, madam. They have also made an alignment called Alignment 4A. Alignment 4A, they have given a drawing that will come. Alignment 4A exactly breaks Ramasetu by creating that Setu Samudram project. In 2018 March, the central government gave an affidavit in Supreme Court, our BJP government, where we said We have an objection to the previous Congress government's 4A alignment in which Ramasetu was destroyed. But the central government is considering other alignment as of now where Ramasetu shouldn't be even touched. This is
because their objection is that there is no Ramasetu, isn't it?
DMK's objection.
Yeah, DMK and UPA.
DMK, Congress, their objection continuously is this is a figment of imagination. There's nothing like that. But BJP, central government's view is Ramasetu, we will not touch it. But at the same time, we are not against the Sedu Samutram project per se. We will find some other alignment. This thing. 2021 January, the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has put a committee to study the Ramasetu scientifically and give a report in 3 years. The committee is functioning as of now. Parliament recently, when Jitendra Singh ji was giving an answer to a question, he mentioned very direct to a question that was asked, whether the existence of Ramasetu connected to Ramayana is confirmed. Jitendra Singh ji very clearly mentioned that structures do exist. Since it is 18,000 years before, the government as of now, the committee and everything is studying. As of now, Ramasetu bridge is not confirmed, but structures do exist. And of course, the committee is functioning, we will get a report. What Tamil Nadu government did in the assembly is they picked up one line of Jitendra Singh ji. They said, since the central government themselves say Ramasetu did not exist, so we are bringing this project. In the assembly, our members who were there, they said, look, we don't have a problem with that project, which is central government's viewpoint also, but don't do alignment 4A. So BJP stand is no alignment 4A by which Ramasetu bridge will get damaged. Do some other thing. Now what is it? What is the thing behind it? Now I'll also say that, madam. This project 4A, it's a stupid project. I'm using the word called stupid because Jayalalitha madam used it in 2014. She used the same word. She said, when you say big ships can move in this is a very peculiar area, madam. If you look at the sea between Sri Lanka and Tamil Nadu, it's a shallow area. Unlike other parts of India, it's a very shallow. You see coral reef, we have the Ramasetu. In Mantapam area, you have the seawater, this height, you see the land below for kilometers inside. Every time a ship has to come, after the ship going, the sand will come inside and close that route. A continuous dredging operation has to be done in the inside that
for the ships to pass.
Jayalalitha madam said, look, huge ships cannot come because the dredging operation has to be continuous. The project will fail. She says even 20,000 ton ships, which Tamil Nadu government owns called the Pumbugar Shipping Corporation, even they can't come. It will benefit only two people because T.R. Balaji, you own a shipping company. She mentioned the name. Your ships can't come. She mentioned Kanimulli, our name. She said, you own this Westgate Logistics. You are a shareholder. You have ships. So your ships will come. Now no Tamil fisherman is going to benefit. So she dared and challenged both the T.R. Balaji and Kanimulli madam. She said, you put it on record, you don't have any ownership in the shipping company. Invariably, Kanimudi madam is the Thoothukudi MP now. Her constituency also comes along the coastline. And T.R. Balaji is a Chennai MP. Till now, they are yet to answer whether they have a shipping company in their name. This is number one, madam. Two, the recent study says, when the tsunami came, lot of damage happened. The coastline between India and Sri Lanka did not get damaged because the shallow waters absorbed all the energy.
The coral reefs also.
Coral reefs, madam. So technically it protects us from tsunami because the Indonesia plate is always very fragile. So it will protect. Third, madam, is R.K. Pachuriji's committee report. He said economically this project is unviable. The planning commission, which was then in 2000, before 2014 said, for a 25,000 crore project, the 25,000 project that point of time, he said, it can only be functional if it has got a 12% internal rate of return. This project doesn't even get 4%. There is no cost saving, there is no fuel saving, because the dredging money offsets the fuel saving that you will do by skipping Sri Lanka and coming inside. So overall, whatever Sedu Samutram project we have discussed till now fails in multiple counts. For M.K. Stalin ji and for Tamil Makkal, if you want a new Sedu Samutram project, we have to completely work out of the box. Sit with central government, do some other alignment which might favor us. The current project will never be a
not be
starter, madam.
viable. Okay. Now, I cannot conclude on Tamil Nadu politics without discussing the caste issue, because that is also always, uppermost in people's minds when they start talking about how to give seats, how to give tickets, what is the alignment in Tamil Nadu. The BJP now seems to be fractured in many ways. You are accused of being anti-Brahmin, anti-upper caste. How do you handle that now?
It's very funny, madam. For the first time, DMK is talking very positively about Brahmins of our state. For the very first time, they say that look at Annamalai. This is DMK's official MLAs and MPs. Look at Annamalai. This guy is making sure no Brahmins want to exist within BJP party. So Annamalai should be kicked out. This is DMK saying that Annamalai is anti-Brahmin. The only thing they say because somebody resigned from the party. Somebody gets suspended from the party. If you take what I've taken some decisions, disciplinary decisions as state party president, they don't talk about any other caste. Of course, we have suspended n number of people of different communities. I don't even know what community they are. But they pick up one or two Brahmin community people getting suspended from the party for some disciplinary reason. They pick up that and say, look, this fellow is anti-Brahmin. This is number one. And which is very interesting to see because how DMK itself is clueless with respect to accusing me. They should have some basis to accuse, madam. Accusing me of Brahmin bias by DMK is the most idiotic argument in Tamil Nadu's history after independence in 1947. Second, madam, of course we can't believe in caste. We don't believe in caste in
But
Tamil
it's
Nadu.
not just the DMK, Annamalai ji. I'm sorry for interrupting. Even the lady that you suspended, she also said, no, that you have a caste bias.
They have to say when they are inside the party, madam. Anybody whom you suspend, you take a disciplinary action. When they go out, they give you all kinds of reasons to accuse you of a number of things. Somebody within the party coming out and say, I'm within the party, I'm an officer, or this fellow is doing this, that's a different argument. Having said it, madam, one thing we have to understand, I believe in the word called Brahman. The quality of a Brahman is educated, virtuous, righteous, a person who understands the scriptures, who lives a very dignified and good life. That is the only caste I believe, the caste of Brahman, which is close to Lord Shiva. Otherwise, I am a caste neutral person for the simple fact, born in a village, taken me across India, put me in a government service coming here. It will be stupid of me to believe in caste. Because many places we have broken caste. Many places we have seen great number of Tamil Brahmins, especially in Tamil Nadu, almost like Jews. The Tamil Brahmins of Tamil Nadu, they are literally Jews. In the sense, 1971, 75, 77, a Tamil Brahmin says, I'm a Tamil Brahmin in Tanjavur. Take it from me, the DMK will do something to you, madam. They come and deface your house. They'll put some chapel, they will bring Lord Rama outside your Agraharam, put a chapel garland to Lord Rama in Salem. They have done it in Tanjavur. They will do most idiotic of things to chase them away. That is why some of the greatest talent of Tamil Nadu is outside
Fled
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu, yes.
Some of the greatest talent is in US, it's in Delhi, it is outside. I think biggest disservice to them. Just like Jews. Because DMK as a party, it is founded on the anti-Brahmin philosophy. 1919, when the backward classes movement got formed, by which Justice Party came, which is a forerunner to Dravidian Kalagam, which is a forerunner to DMK. DMK had many fathers before DMK came, madam. It had a DK, it had a Justice Party. Before that was a backward classes movement in 1917. The history always, every time is anti-Brahmin. Now, first time they want to do this in Tamil Nadu politics, DMK speaking is like, Happa, whatever accusation they have done after 103 years, a small boy from a small village in Tamil Nadu, in my second year in politics, I have made DMK to speak Brahmins are good.
Okay. All right. You talked about virtuosity in politics and in character building and all. But whenever, people sitting in outside Tamil Nadu think of Tamil Nadu politics, there's a lot of sleaze also involved. Sex tapes, all this thing comes out. And even in the BJP now, these things are coming out, tapes are coming out. How are you going to keep discipline in your party?
I keep telling these young people, madam, where politics is discipline first, and more important than that is a sense of maturity. We can't behave like some students inside a classroom where I abuse you, you abuse me, you record somebody's audio, and then you release that audio in the public space and say that you abused, and then you claim that you are from this caste, you are from this one. It only shows BJP is growing. I'll come to that, ma'am, how to discipline them. It only shows people are fighting for some position, someone is unhappy with some position, somebody wants to be a district president, somebody doesn't want outsiders to come and take that thing. That is a churning up that is happening. Without this churning, we can't go. At the same time, people also have to do, madam, in the process, they can't damage a party. Party is bigger than any individual, any point of time. You have a fight between two different parties. You release it. In Tamil Nadu, unfortunately, what has become, madam, everything has become Annamalai. When some fellows fight, I don't even know who they are. I don't even know what they spoke. I don't even know which tape went out. Till some media fellow calls me and say, Anna, some tape for both fellows have abused each other. What is your comment? I'm like, what comment? Then they say it is all Annamalai. This is all Annamalai. This is all Annamalai who did it. This is Annamalai sitting full time monitoring everybody by running some surveillance operation to see who is talking and who is not talking. This is DMK says. DMK says Annamalai is running a surveillance operation in Tamil Nadu. Like Annamalai knows what everybody is doing.
Well, Annamalai's watch also has come now. Tell me the story of the watch.
This watch has got a big story, madam. Now DMK accuses...
Is it the same watch?
Same watch, yes.
Same
I have
watch?
only one watch. I'm wearing this watch.
Okay.
In the last many months. Now DMK accuses this watch has got some surveillance and I record all videos, photos with whomever I'm traveling.
It's Rafale watch. What do you expect?
I can't record anything, madam. It's a plain watch. So everything comes to this watch. Now this watch is something which I wanted to wear because I believe something that represents me as a nationalist. I always keep doing that. In the ways what I'm comfortable. This watch is something which I wanted to wear. It's a Rafale. The beauty of this watch is it's like the watch is of the Rafale cockpit. So what the pilot sees, it is designed like that. You see a Rafale plane here. It is only 500 watches they have made when Rafale plane came out by Dassault Aviation. So this watch is one I'm wearing. Nothing great in it, just it shows the time and date and everything. Since I can't be a pilot, I'm wearing it out of passion. Everybody will have some passion. For me, this passion is this. They are
You're
like,
not
if
a
you have to
pilot. You're
I'm
not
not
a
a pilot.
No.
If I'm a pilot, I'll be driving Rafale, madam.
No.
I'm at least wearing a watch.
What is the fascination with Rafale?
Not with Rafale, a fighter jet. Probably an Indian identity fighter jet. The day India manufactures our own fighter jet, Tejas is just taking off. The day we have a cutting edge, maybe a 4th, 5th generation fighter jet, probably I will start wearing that.
But it's the thing that you're a small town boy now buying an expensive watch. So where are you, small town? You're buying
expensive watch. Is it the watch is in crore? Of course, this watch is a couple of lakh watch, which I can always buy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm asking
and the
you
DMK,
this.
No, madam.
Yeah.
The DMK's image of me is that Annamalai has got 2 sheep and sitting inside some village and rearing a sheep. That's how I started. But as an IPS career, I earned money. I run a farming business now. These are some things I can afford a car, I can afford a shoe, I can afford a cloth or something. I can afford it, which is within my means. And their logic extension that you can't buy a watch also means that you have to buy a 400. I don't have a problem with anybody wearing anything. This shoe is a 600 rupee chappal. I'm comfortable, I'm wearing this chappal now. Probably I'm wearing some shirt and pant. It doesn't necessarily have to wear a 1 lakh rupee shoe because it's not needed. For him, 600 rupee shoe is comfortable. But watch, this is something that represents who am I as a person. So I am wearing it. But all DMK has to understand, I am probably the first person in India. A party in power is asking a common man show the bill, which of course I am showing April, the day I start my Padayatra. I am like, Hare Baba, till now what it is? Commoner has asked a powerful person, government money, you are an MLA, show bill. How did you get a house? Disproportionate income. I haven't taken a single penny after coming to politics in Tamil Nadu. Now you want me to show this bill. Now this is very funny. That is what Tamil Nadu politics have come down to me. But having said it, it has become a good occasion for me. Because corruption till now, when I talk about political corruption, half the people don't listen. They are like, Tamil Nadu, this is par for the course. What is new you are talking? People have spoken about corruption previously also. We have accepted corruption. You talk about other things. That is Tamil Nadu politics till now. After this Rafael watch, when I mention I am going to release your corruption on April 2nd week, 3rd week, when I start this Padayatra, you will answer to me. Now corruption has become an issue suddenly after many years. They're like, what Annamalai will release? Annamalai is releasing against which minister? Ministers will come and press meet and say, I don't have anything, but if Annamalai is releasing, I will answer.
Okay, so you like ruffling feathers. I've seen your press conferences also. You don't hesitate in doing this one-on-one combat with some journalists also, isn't it?
Only with agenda journalists I have a problem, madam, because they belong to a particular party. They can't put party's ideology in a press meet. They say there is okay with asking a question, okay with we having an agreement or disagreement, having a discussion. But continuous party line, press people will defend Ondri Arasu's right to me. They don't understand. It is my comment. It is the view of the party. The press people initially in Tamil Nadu, the fights that you have seen, they will defend Ondriyam's right. I'm like, you have a stand, it's fine. Media can always have a stand. But this press conference is me giving you my stand and the party stand. You should listen. You can't debate and argue with me that your stand is powerful than my stand. So this is where many disagreements come, because they come from a particular television channel which is owned by a political party.
You know, one more thing I want to talk to you about, I can't let you go before that, is about women's issue. You know, you spoke about how Karunanidhi had said something about Indira Gandhi and, you know, many times, and about, this lady who was dismissed from your party, who said that there is no scope for women in the party. You had recently said about a certain law and order situation. You said, give me 7 days and I can solve this crime if given a chance. It regarded a woman, a crime against a woman. You said this. What is, in your view, and the other thing which I want to say is that, in many states it's been proven that women vote for the BJP because they are the real labharthis. They are the people who have got benefit by many schemes, pro-women schemes of the BJP,
True.
Ujjwala scheme and many others. So now tell me, where do women feature in the BJP's Tamil Nadu unit when you make policies, schemes, programs, your politics, personal politics also, and BJP's politics? Where are women in that, in the scheme of things for you?
If we ask any Tamil woman, madam, after the demise of Madam Jayalalitha, it is Narendra Modi ji who is comfortably filling that vacuum where women see up to a leader. I think women don't accept everybody as a leader, madam. For them, it is all, they have to have certain values which they see in their husband, in their father, in their household. Women are very sensitive. They see those qualities in the Prime Minister, that integrity, truthness, taking care of them, as a person who will protect them. They see all these qualities. Then Modi ji occupies that space. Jayalalitha occupied that space for a long, long time in Tamil Nadu politics. For her, the biggest voters were women voters. She will sweep women voting, so nobody could touch her for a long time. Only when women deserted her, like when videos were shown about Madam Sari or Chappell or something, 2-3 elections they desert. Otherwise, they flocked towards her. So now Tamil Nadu BJP has got a responsibility more than ever that the impression that women are coming towards our BJP and Modi ji, we have to translate that into votes. That is our duty. Having said it, madam, enough number of women are coming into the party. For the first time in Tamil Nadu BJP's history, we have 2 women district presidents. Normally, you don't see women district presidents in the field because they have to fight. District presidents are the people, they fight many times. It's a fist fight. You and DMK fist fight, you and police fist fight. I've given chance to 2 women district president in BJP's history, and Tamil Nadu you are president. Many people opposed me like, look, you're putting women in danger. In a crowd, they do all sorts of things. So traditionally, Tamil Nadu, right now, ADMK, all district presidents are male. DMK, all district presidents are male. Always male. It's a history in Tamil Nadu where I've made 2 women district presidents in BJP who had a district unit. I called both of them. I said, look.
This is strange because in Tamil Nadu, you go to any office, there are women working there.
Very strange, madam.
There are scientists, women, teachers, every job. But how come in politics?
Women are there as vice president, women are there as secretary. No party gives a chance in Tamil Nadu to women as a district president. Congress all are male. VCK all are male. Communist all are male. We are the only party, 2-woman president. A lot of people within BJP opposed me. They said, you can't do that. But here it is all very aggressive politics. Pushing, pulling happens. You are putting women in danger. I called both the ladies. I said, look, I want to trust you. Seeing your performance, I have to convince the other senior leaders and other people. Next 10 women we are pushing. 15 women we are pushing. Because when women are voting for you, when women are not in the field, how will they get connected to the party? Now, I am happy to say these 2 women among the 66 are the top 10 outstanding performers. Booth work, travel. One lady has got a child who's studying in college. The other person has got a school-going boy. But both give 16 hours to the party. They are always in the field. Travel plan places. Maybe you should do a story of them sometime. Specifically this part, madam. It's very inspiring. We do everything. Because I believe we are preparing the mind. Women, BJP state vice president. We have 4 women. But it is not about 4 women as state vice president, ma'am. It is important. 50% of women, district presidents are there. That is important. They are the people who connect. The office bearers don't connect. Office bearers are here to do politics in Chennai and other big cities. These people are daily there. They lead a team. They form booth committees. They go. We have done it. And that is my vision for the state. Having said it, madam, I don't want to push it too much also. Because it's a male-dominated politics. These 2 have created that first break. Now the male district presidents, when we do a district president meeting, these are the only 2 men who sit inside that hall. 64 males sit with them. In other places, it is 100% male. Now when they speak politics, the males also, initially their mindset is like, women have come, what do they know? Now they are like, oh, they are speaking. Now they are like, oh, they are equal to me. So we are breaking the general traditional male mindset. This is a very hard work, ma'am, not very easy. Though I can talk very easily in a podcast with you and go. But I really compliment both the 2 women because
to change the mindset is very important.
They are fighting in the district with 99% males. They are the only female there. So this is something. At the same time, inside the party also, why I suspend somebody, why we take action against somebody as a party, madam, because we believe people should allow talent to flow. BJP cannot be a closed party. Somebody cannot say in the party that I will block somebody's growth. I'm here for this many years. This cannot happen. This is very wrong approach. And we are telling people.
A very dynamic approach you want to bring about.
You got to allow, madam. I have to take some hard decisions at some point of time. Maybe I've taken very little disciplinary action. That is my last resort. I do a lot of communication, one-to-one, talking, coaching, delegating. We do all those things.
Does your IPS training help in that? To take these hard decisions?
When it comes to hard decision, I'm not very afraid to take it, madam, because I want to send a message to the whole party, but we are doing it. Because I am doing this on like an urgent mission, madam. You don't catch it now, you will never catch it again. I can also comfortably sit in the chair, wait for 10 years and allow somebody to die, another vacuum to create and do it. I somehow believe we have already missed the first vacuum. The 2017 vacuum that got created after Jayalalitha Karunanidhi madam's demise, 3-4 years that happened, I have a feeling that somehow we have missed it now, that point of time. The vacuum is still there. It hasn't closed the gap before somebody emerges as a leader. Politics, you got to go catch it and come, madam. So people say Annamalai is very aggressive, Annamalai is fast, Annamalai is doing this. The reason, madam, I believe you don't do it now, you will not get that chance. Politics is just the time. Modi ji is 9th year into his prime ministership. 10th year. Tamil Nadu people are seeing. They have seen Modi ji for 9 years. We have to translate that into votes now. I keep drilling into our party men also. Come on, guys. This is the time. Let us function like a corporate company. Though we are a political party, let us have measurable variables. Let us reach households. Because with 9 years with Modi ji as PM, such a great person sitting in Delhi, if we can't change Tamil minds, it's a shame for the party. This is my approach. A lot of people say, no, Annamalai, you're too fast. You wait for some more time, things will happen. I'm like, 2024, Modi ji is 100% going to come. It will be a fool of a voter to say, I am going to vote for some MP who will not be BJP, knowing fully well Delhi you are going to come. It will be a waste of a vote. I'm saying it is only 16 months. Tamil people, for the very first time, they believe Modi ji is going to come. 2014, they did not have a belief. Tamil people, Modi or lady. 2019, these people did negative campaigning. 2024, very first time, Gujarat they are seeing other states. Next they will see Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, every state coming, including Karnataka. I'm believing it is going to set a very positive narration till
And
2024.
2026? First state?
2024, we come inside, madam. Then we are there. We
Okay.
got to show some MPs inside. 2026, build on that and reach it. 2024, you miss the bus. So for me, the sense of urgency, the reason I'm in a hurry.
In 2019, you missed the bus, you're saying?
2019, we missed the bus because there was a vacuum then. We
So
allowed some more.
2024 and 2026 are your two targets now.
Two targets. We have to finish the target. There's no more extending the target, madam.
Okay.
This is the time. With Modi ji, 9 years now. If you
So
can't do it,
I think your name should be changed to Annamalai now, isn't it?
that is why people say I'm people
Man
call
in a
me
hurry.
as man in a hurry. But I have to do it, madam. There's no other option. Sometimes I rub the wrong way. Some people are uncomfortable with me. I try to push some things very fast. I'm not like a traditional politician who will allow things to mature. I want to put more firewood and cook faster. But right or wrong, that is my style, madam.
Okay. All the best to you. We look forward to seeing your
Thank
career
you, madam.
path.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you for watching or listening in to this podcast. Do like or subscribe on whichever channel you have seen this or heard this. Namaste. Jai Hind.